this one thing, and then I can paint. Ha ha ha. The iPad I'm using to communicate is like 3%. Okay. Man, I've been painting with a lot of blue lately. Okay, let's see. The plan is... Hi, welcome! Just painting this mask. It needs blue to cover up the pink, and then more pink. Hi, Dino, welcome! And then get some watercolor off this brush. I've been working on watercolor piece recently. And these brushes get used for both, because I need brushes. Yeah. Painting is really hard to talk about. Basically the top of the head needs like this purpley blue color. Yay! That's fun. All my AP tests will be done then, probably, which will be a nice feeling. I have one this week and then another the following Monday, and it's going to be a lot. Gross math. Cool. I hope the kangaroos feel frightened. It's the appropriate response to that. Wow, this is a really, really low traffic time. Ooh. Will you be in Australia? Or just at the zoo? Because those are like two very different qualifiers of staring at kangaroos. Hi guys! Wow. No matter how much painting I do, it feels like I'm not getting better at it. And then I look at old things that I've painted, I'm like, yeah, I did get better at that. Beat this in a little bit. Okay. They have like this dark blue cast over the entire top of their head. Hello, welcome! Thank you! It's a mix of Prussian blue hue and obviously white, like a titanium white, and this random blue cheap black light paint that actually works really, really well for doing multi-layered details. Because it really has terrible coverage, but that works for me. This needs a lot darker blue in a lot of the areas. It's like this transparent blue over the top of everything. This paint does it great. I have no idea what that acronym stands for. Ooh, a camera. I have a GoPro. I need to charge it. I haven't had anything to film lately though, so I'm probably going to start filming videos with it. I'm not sure exactly what I want to film yet, but probably a how I make my stickers thing. And then I also have a couple conservation shorts I want to do, just to promote the conservation of some species I'm interested in. Specifically like giant otters and Indo-Chinese leopards. There are like 500 leopards left and under 5,000 otters. They have no idea how many there actually are because they live in the Amazon rainforest and they live in river systems, and pups get whelped every year, and otters die every year. photography. I do casual photography, but I have a lot of friends who are in the student media program, and they'll take really good photos, especially when we're out doing things. I rarely have photos of my own of events. Oh hey, I might not actually need to do another layer of pink. This is actually the exact purpley effect I was going for. Huh. Would you look at that? I know what I'm doing sometimes. I think I will whack another layer of blue over the top of this set of ridges here, just for the sake of it, but it looks good. And like the actual coloration on the lobster picture I was using for reference doesn't visually look like this, so I mean it's not symmetrical perfectly, so this doesn't need to be symmetrical in every single little detail. Obviously overall symmetry, like where the colors land and stuff, that's important, but the amounts of colors and the exact millimeter where it is not going to give the natural look. Excuse me. Let's eat lunch and then film. Okay. Or stream. What am I doing? What is this place? Who are you people? Yay! It's okay. I just need to consistently stream. I think YouTube thinks my channel is dead. I think my channel is dead. I think YouTube is no longer promoting my channel to anyone, but that's okay. You know, we'll just keep going. What they really want me to do is make short content. And I guess I can do that after this. I'm going to stream for 30 minutes regardless, but it should be fun. Yo. Ah! Boy howdy, I did not balance the gravity on this mask very well. Ooh, that's fun, that's fun. I know, I'm entering the duck stamp contest. And I'm thinking of restarting my painting, because I decided I wanted a slightly different look. And it's hard to do that with watercolor. Yeah, maybe. It's really expensive paper, though. I could probably save it. I say very delusionally. I'll give it a couple weeks, though. Oh, Polaroids have this very specific Y2K look to me, but they're never like, they're always super underexposed. My phone has really beautiful exposure, I think. Ooh. I love waterfalls. I should start going for hikes more. I just need a doctor to tell me I'm not gonna die if I do that. Yay! Welcome in. Okay. Let's see. Got this painted. Okay, so now that I have the top of the head painted like this, I'm going to add some detail around the eyes, and then I'm going to work on the eye mesh itself. Can't even really see which side I painted on at first. Yeah, okay. I'll just work on the eye mesh. So pour myself a little more blue paint. Gloop, gloop. Be very grateful that the palette is off screen. It is not pretty. It has like many crusty layers of blues and whites. This is kind of a slow process, but I don't mind. I'm taking so much time with this. It's a comforting amount of time, though. Yay! Gorgeous, gorgeous colors. You would break bones. it would hurt. Sand is not a very comforting thing to fall into. Neither is water from that distance. Yay! Blue, blue. And the other side now. And then I can put some white on the mesh, and then some blue on the mesh, and then wait for everything to dry like a really, really cool person. Oh, I have that roll of tape. I could just tape up the inside while I wait for those things to dry. Layers. Hi, welcome. I'm making a mask, painting it. Man, I have really bad chat delay then. Ooh. Thank you. It's telling me there's only one person in the chat. Ooh, there's suddenly 3. I'm just gonna count that number as not accurate for concurrent live viewers. Gorgeous. Okay. We'll set you over here with the rocks that have been painted on. Changing the lighting just a little bit. Do you like the stickers? I love my stickers. I don't think anyone else really likes the stickers as much as I do, but I love the stickers. Okay. I really like the background. Eek. It is really hard to open this bottle of paint. I've thought about making thumbnails for these. I don't know if people would like that. Well, it's possible. I have a 3D printer, that's why it looks like this. And I use fleece. Fleece might help you get, like, the texture look that I have going on here. But it's a lot of practice and also a very expensive, incredibly frustrating machine. People are like, you should sell the bases, and I'm like, I'm not gonna sell the bases. They are so horrible to make. I know I push a button on a machine, but the machine breaks down, and the machine costs a lot of money to fix and repair. I eventually, I'm not selling masks anymore, because it's just not financially sustainable to do it like this, because it just takes so much to run. I recommend hand modeling though if you're going to use a 3D printer. It just feels more alive. I sell models. I say models, it's like 2. I might put a couple more up on my Etsy shop since those seem to be really popular. Like, people continuously buy them, which is amazing and incredible. I had no idea, because it's like a one and done situation, you know? I really don't like Etsy, but it is a really popular selling platform, so kind of changed to it. I really want to keep going with my Shopify more. It has all my stickers and stuff on it. That's where all my merch is. Ooh, that's fun. Maybe you could print one for, like, a project or something. I'm just looking at all the paint I've gotten on these crystals. Like, especially these. This is not paint, this is flash. None of you can see the flash, but it's there. I don't think I've gotten any on the sodalite or the moss agate. I definitely have gotten some on that giant blue dyed wedge. Ooh, 5 cats. A 3-story cabin. That's impressive. Okay. Wait, the mask is still drying. How am I going to... Alright, I'll take just a little... Ooh. That's a lot of white still left inside the brush. Is there any blue on that? Almost probably no. Not really. Ooh, I like that effect. None of you can see what I'm doing. Let me do it on the side. How do we feel? How do we feel? You can ask any question you want to. I don't ever want to stop people from asking questions. Well, unless it's like something that will get you banned off YouTube. Questions within the realm of typical normalcy. Impersonal, like, just about technique and stuff. I like curiosity. Mwah, 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 mwah. I'm gonna let you know something about, I'm just gonna pan up here. I'm gonna let you look at the stickers for a second and evaluate the answer to that question. And we can come back if you think you figured it out. I'm gonna let you take a good long look at these for just a minute while I paint over here. Yes. Yes. Do you think you've answered your question yet? Does that help? Indeed, I think it's lots of people's flags and stickers. Here's a pro tip. Very specific experience I'm experiencing right now. Make sure there are no tissues in your pockets before you put your pants in the laundry. I have been digging shredded pieces of tissue out of my clothes for the last week. So, you know, pro tip. Make sure your pockets are empty. Usually like paper towels and napkins and stuff just fold up, but for some reason the tissue I forgot was in there when I cleaned out all my vacation clothes. Oops. Guess it was still left in there. Yes! Oh, it gets everywhere. I'm looking at the pile of like shredded tissue. Ugh, it's awful. Me too, actually. I need to do the laundry. It's not that I'm running out of clothes, it's just that my hamper is full. Yeah, this is gonna be pretty. This is gonna be pretty. Okay. I have to think about doing the antennae. I'm gonna get your guys' opinion on this real quick. Cause I can't decide. Okay, so they're going to be posable and covered in fur. Now I have this color of fur, and I have this color of fur. Which do you think would be the easiest to get close to this really saturated blue? Shoving that back in the drawer. Well, actually, I'll grab it again. Number 2. Ooh. I'm really bad at getting into the chair I'm sitting in. I have these 2 colors, which is the easiest to match. My heart is saying number 2, the bottom one. Let's get fur all over wet paint. It's bound to happen on this, though. Okay, and then I also need to find my wire. I put it somewhere, I don't remember where. I could probably just use like a paper clip or something. It's gotta be posable, though. Okay, cool. Yay! The white is dry. I can paint the... Ooh, that got stuck. I can paint the Prussian blue over the top. This is very extra just to make the eyes a dark blue, but I think it's worth it. Oh, none of you can. Girl. No, stop. My lovely, gorgeous, clean palette.